Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, November 15th, and here are your national days. It is Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. So this is the day when you jump into that refrigerator, figure out what's in there, and get it all out. It kind of, the way I'm looking at this is kind of in preparation for Thanksgiving. You want to have that, all the space you possibly can in your refrigerator so that you can get ready to cook all those really tasty foods coming up. So get in there, clean out that refrigerator, and definitely get all the way to the back, check all the drawers, make sure you got everything out of there that doesn't need to be there. Man, you're going to feel good about things, all right? So get in there. It's I Love to Write Day. So if you do truly love to write, then this is the day to share that passion with everybody else. And if you're not somebody who enjoys writing, maybe today's a day you try it out and see if you can figure something out for yourself. It's Philanthropy Day. Now, the whole idea of philanthropy is taking money that you have and supporting other people, or taking goods you have and supporting others. So giving back to not only your community, but just to others in general. So see what you can do today to make that happen. It's also America Recycles Day. Now, it's a little ironic that it's a Sunday because typically no one's recycling much on Sundays, but you could be getting ready for what's coming up tomorrow if you're going to have recycling coming in. So regardless of that, see what you can find that you can recycle, and hopefully your local community is recycling the kinds of goods that you find. But if they don't, check online. You can find some places that will. It's also Raisin Bran Cereal Day. Now, Raisin Bran usually was one of those cereals that was a go-to in my house, and really enjoyed it. So, you like it good. Some people just don't like it because they don't like the taste of those bran flakes. But hey, to each their own. Good stuff, and I'll have a bowl today if I can. It's also Spicy Hermit Cookie Day. Now, this is a cookie been around since the late 1800s. 1888 was the first time that they found a recipe for it, and it's a spiced cookie with allspice, cinnamon, clove, and raisins. So it definitely is an old school dark kind of a flavor, but definitely something that if you've never had one, try it out because they are quite tasty. And last but not least, it is Bundt Cake Day. Now, this is the cake that you make with a very specific mold to it, and typically I can remember having them at different church gatherings growing up, and they always would have some kind of like glaze over top of them, or maybe you had like the powdered sugar thing going on, and you always had like a little thing of strawberries sitting next to it that you could put on there as well. But that's where I remember them from. But whenever there was some kind of cool event going on at the Strue's house where my mom needed to make something because she was having some friends over, out came the Bundt Cake pan. So maybe you explore, ask if you have a Bundt Cake pan at home, and see if you can find a good recipe and make one of those up today. All right, so those are your days, and here is your fact. The first Star Wars movie was expected to be a flop. Now, we're talking about Star Wars like the original one back in 1977 one, where technically it's Star Wars 4, but it's the A New Hope. And this is the one that we were introduced to the entire franchise, not the awful one with Jar Jar Binks that came out later. All right, so we're talking the initial one where we first met Luke and Han and Leia and 3PO and all those characters for the very, very first time. So the original 1977 Star Wars had a budget of $8 million, which 20th Century Fox was reluctant to give George Lucas. So he accepted a lower salary in order to keep the budget. The movie went on to make $775 million around the world, and Disney picked up the entire franchise for $4 billion. For comparison, Star Wars The Last Jedi, which was released in 2017, had a reported budget of $317 million. All right, so it's just a touch more money right there. Almost 300. I can't. It's almost $311 million more. Almost. Right, but that's nuts. So yeah, definitely they didn't think this was going to be as big a hit as it is, and look what it turned into. So there you go, everybody. Never count out the unbelievable or the unimpossible, because it could happen, and Star Wars is just proving it to you right there. All right, so have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.